Green Ivy really started out of this organic idea that I wanted to help kids figure out what their dreams are and help them get there. Over the years, it's now expanded, and now we work with schools and corporations to really help them understand what are the things that people struggle with around organization, time management, social media, and how can we help young people really create the life of their dreams in a way that is practical, sustainable, and adaptable. One of my favorite stories that I tell a lot is about a young man who is in my first book. That crumpled paper was due last week. And he came into our office, and he had been recently diagnosed with ADD, and he loved to play the drums. He loved all music. I had him come up with 3 personal goals. And one of his personal goals was to play the drums in front of more than 50 people, because up until that point, the only people who had heard him play were actually the people who could fit into his garage. So about 6 weeks later, he comes back in and he says, "Hey Anna, I made my goal. And I played in front of 1,500 people, and it's on YouTube. Do you want to watch?" And over the next 2 years, he went from a 2.5 GPA to a 3.6. His SAT score improved so much that his counselor actually didn't believe him, and he asked to see the piece of paper that said the score. And he ended up going to Berklee College of Music and is now a professional drummer. So that's the kind of thing that I love about my job, is that here's this person who kind of believed in themselves but not really, and then over the next 6 years really blossomed into a young person that was a thoughtful, innovative leader. And in fact, his principal took me aside after she read the book. She's a professional colleague of mine, and she said, "I didn't realize that you worked with this young man." I had changed all the names in the book, but she had recognized specific details. And she said, "He's become such a leader over the last 2 years." And to me, that was one of the most rewarding things about our work, because he really set his goals for himself, and he was able to really work towards them in a way that was meaningful for him and built his own confidence in himself. Green Ivy really has expanded to have a global presence, and one of the things that we've done is visit schools around the world, and it really came out of the books that I've written. So I wrote That Crumpled Paper Was Due Last Week for disorganized and distracted boys, and The Myth of the Perfect Girl, all about the perfectionist culture in girls today. And as a result of that, international schools have called and invited me to come speak and consult with them on a variety of issues around organization, time management, personal wellness, and social media wellness. And one of the greatest things about that experience for me is the idea that global education is something that we really need to pay attention to. So a lot of times I'll work with students who are around the world through Skype or through using Google Docs or all sorts of different new technologies that keep us integrated, connected, and having a great conversation and really helping them fulfill what their goals are in a way that's pretty seamless.